Stop saying baby or honey. Use these 9 words to win her heart. Modern Stoic. There's a quiet yet powerful thing that happens when a woman hears words that reach deep into her soul. Not the tired cliches or the recycled pet names that any man can toss out without thinking, but words that land with such authenticity that they feel like a warm embrace she didn't even know she needed. Perhaps you've called her baby 1,000 times, or whispered honey, thinking it was sweet. But deep down, you know it. Those words have grown cold, empty. They've become just sounds, no longer capable of sparking anything in her heart. They don't make her feel unique or special anymore. If you've seen her glance away when you call her baby, or noticed how she drifts just a little further every time you say honey, it's not because she's become indifferent. It's because those words no longer reach her. They've lost their meaning. She's craving something more, something that shows you actually see her. Not just as the woman you've gotten used to, but as the woman you choose, day after day. This isn't about expecting perfection. It's about breaking free from the dullness of the usual phrases and choosing words that speak to her heart. Words that remind her she's not just another person in your life. She is the person. And to do that, you need to speak with intention. Words that don't just flow out of habit, but words that are imbued with meaning. So tonight, let me guide you toward a new way of speaking, one that doesn't rely on lazy nicknames or tired phrases. It's about being bold enough to use words that actually matter. 3 simple words. When spoken with sincerity, these words can cut through the noise, dissolve her defenses, and remind her of something she might have forgotten that she is cherished. Not just as your partner, but as the woman you choose time and time again. As Rumi once said, let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. It will not lead you astray. The words we choose carry power. They shape our connections, define how deeply we love, and show whether we're present or simply going through the motions. Now it's time to choose words that pull her toward you. Words that are a reflection of the man who sees her, values her, and chooses her. 1. You deserve the best. Stop using the tired old cliches like baby or honey and step up your game with words that resonate deeply and meaningfully with her. Words matter more than you may think. If you want to win her heart, truly connect, and stand out as someone who values her, you must choose your words wisely. Let's start with one powerful phrase. You deserve the best. By saying this, you do more than just compliment her. You elevate her. It's not just about saying nice thing. No. It's about showing her that you not only recognize her worth, but that you actively want her to experience everything she's earned in life. Happiness, success, love. This phrase is a reflection of your genuine desire to give her the best of yourself, your attention, your time, and your heart. You might be thinking, but what's wrong with calling her honey or baby? Well, nothing. If you want to sound like every other guy who's still stuck in the same old routine, but if you truly want to stand out, if you want to be the man she remembers, the one who touches her soul, you must be intentional. You must dig deeper into your vocabulary and choose words that speak to her as a whole person, not just as someone who fits into a cute, limited box of terms of endearment. You deserve the best tells her that you're looking at her not just for what she does, but for who she is. It shows respect, admiration, and a level of maturity that will make her heart flutter. Remember, words are more than sounds or letters strung together. They carry power, power to uplift or deflate. Too many men rely on superficial words that lack depth and fail to truly connect. Don't be one of them. The next time you're with her, replace the casual baby or honey with something real. Look into her eyes and say, "You deserve the best." Watch how she reacts. You'll see a change, not just in her face, but in her entire demeanor. She'll feel seen. She'll feel heard. She'll feel like she's with someone who truly values her as an equal, not as someone to be placated with empty compliments. This phrase doesn't just echo affection, it acknowledges her worth in a profound way. But this is more than just about one phrase. You deserve the best is part of a larger mindset shift. It's about elevating your approach to her, to life, and to your relationship. It's about showing up with intention, with purpose, and with a respect that runs deeper than surface-level interactions. Be the kind of man who looks at her and knows that she is worthy of everything good the world has to offer, and let her know it in every action, every word, every moment. The difference between saying you deserve the best and honey or baby is that the first one communicates something essential. You recognize her as someone who is worthy of greatness. She's not just another person in your life. She's someone who brings value to your world. And that's something you want to honor. Do this consistently, and she will begin to feel a sense of pride in being with someone who sees her for everything she truly is, not just someone to call by a cute name. This approach requires a level of confidence and maturity that many men don't often express. But guess what? You must. When you can look her in the eye and say, "You deserve the best," you demonstrate emotional intelligence, self-assuredness, and depth, qualities that draw her closer, that make her want to be the best version of herself because she feels inspired by you. And don't think she won't notice. She will. Stop relying on the same tired words that anyone can use. Instead, show her you have something different to offer. Show her you're not just interested in the surface-level things, but that you want to get to the heart of who she is. Tell her with words that matter. Tell her that she deserves the best, and then back it up with actions that prove it. Don't just say it. Show it. Be the kind of man who truly believes she's worthy of the best, and let every word you speak reflect that belief. In the end, words like honey or baby are easy, but they don't say much. You deserve the best, however, says everything she needs to hear. It shows that you don't just love her for what she can do for you or for the good times you share. It shows that you love her for who she is and that you want her to have everything she deserves. This isn't about using a fancy phrase for the sake of impressing her. It's about conveying something real. It's about demonstrating that you're a man who knows how to treat a woman. Someone who speaks with depth, affection, and respect. Words matter, and when you choose your words wisely, you set yourself apart as the man who is worthy of her heart. So next time you're with her, don't hesitate. Look into her eyes and say, "You deserve the best." Let those words sink in, and know that you've just made an impact far greater than any casual nickname could ever do. When you speak with sincerity and meaning, you not only make her feel loved, but you also show her that you are the man who truly sees her, values her, and wants to give her everything she deserves. And that, my friend, is the way to win her heart, not with cliches, but with words that matter. 2. You bring out the best in me. It's time to level up your approach and speak to her in ways that are meaningful, deep, and authentic. Women don't want to hear the same words tossed around like empty pleasantries. What they crave is the recognition of who they are, not just in terms of their beauty or kindness, but in the way they shape your life. If you truly want to show her how much she means to you, You need to communicate with precision and intention. The phrase, "you bring out the best in me," is a powerful one. It goes beyond the superficial. It speaks to the core of who you are together. It speaks to the relationship that isn't just about romance or attraction, but about growth. When you tell her that she brings out the best in you, you're acknowledging that her influence, her support, and her presence push you to be better. This isn't about flattery, it's about truth. You don't just settle for being good enough. Through her, you strive for greatness. Her love isn't just a comfort, it's a challenge that calls you to rise above. As the famous philosopher Epictetus once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This is what a strong, modern Stoic man understands. You don't need to give empty compliments. You need to focus on the essence of what she truly offers, the way she elevates your life. Relationships are not about dependence or weakness. They are about mutual growth, respect, and support. When you say, "You bring out the best in me," you are giving her the ultimate praise. You're telling her that her presence in your life makes you want to evolve into something greater. You must embrace this mindset. You must stop waiting for validation and start realizing that the relationship isn't about looking for someone to fill a void. It's about looking for someone to join you in your pursuit of excellence. The more you recognize this truth and express it, the more you will both grow together. Too often, men focus on saying the right thing to win over a woman's heart. But the real key is saying the right thing to let her know how much she means to your evolution. Don't waste time with trivial pet names. Focus on what really matters. A woman who sees that she motivates you to rise to the occasion will feel a deep sense of respect, admiration, and love. That is what makes her heart beat faster. Let her know that her influence matters, that it's her strength, her wisdom, her encouragement that shapes who you are becoming. This is where true connection lies. You must never forget that real relationships thrive on growth. As a modern Stoic, you understand that self-improvement is not just a goal. It's a way of life. Be honest with her about how much her presence motivates you, how much you appreciate the force she is in your life. Tell her that she makes you better because you know deep down that this is the truth. The relationship isn't about feeling complacent or finding someone to give you what you want. It's about finding someone who challenges you to evolve. And if you want to win her heart, you must remind her of this. You are better because of her, and she is a catalyst in your journey to mastery. As you reflect on these words, remember that every conversation, every gesture should be aimed at growth. Don't wait for a perfect moment to tell her. Make it part of your daily life. Show her that your relationship isn't just a shared space, but a shared mission, and that mission to become better versions of yourselves together. 3. You are my safe place. You are my safe place. Those 4 words can mean the world to a woman when spoken by the right man, at the right time, with the right intention. Love is not just about grand gestures or moments of passion. It's about finding comfort and safety with someone you care deeply about. And this phrase, so simple yet profound, communicates exactly that. It speaks to the emotional and psychological sanctuary that your woman provides. A place where you can drop all the external stresses and be your true self without fear of judgment. This isn't just about shelter from a storm, but a deep and intimate trust that she is where you can truly be vulnerable. Do not underestimate the power of saying this to her, because what it conveys is much deeper than just a comforting reassurance. It's a recognition of the emotional depth and security that you share with her. A space where nothing can break you, where you are accepted just as you are, the flaws and all, flaws and You see, women crave safety, but not just any kind of safety. They desire a feeling of being loved unconditionally. A partner who will be there through thick and thin, ready to embrace them no matter what happens. By telling her, "You are my safe place," you are making her feel irreplaceable, truly special, as if you are putting her at the center of your world. That is the kind of emotional intimacy men should strive for if they want to connect with a woman on a deeper level. However, let's be honest. A lot of men slip into familiar territory when it comes to expressing affection. They call her baby, honey, or sweetheart, thinking these words are enough to make her feel loved. But here's the problem: those words have become stale, overly used, and often lack the emotional weight that true affection needs. They are empty placeholders that serve more as a habit than a heartfelt declaration. What if I told you that saying baby is not going to help you win her heart in the long run? Instead of relying on overused terms that sound as if you're calling her like a pet, it's time to change your language. You need words that evoke emotion, sincerity, and respect. Words that resonate with the depth of your feelings, not just the surface. You must elevate the way you speak to her. Show her that you understand the importance of communication beyond just a casual pet name. That's why phrases like, "You are my safe place," hold more significance than just the simple and overused honey or babe. Imagine this. You and your woman are having a quiet evening after a long day. She's been working hard, managing 1,000 things, dealing with the weight of the world on her shoulders. And suddenly, you turn to her and say, "You are my safe place." Now, that's a statement that stands out. It isn't just a passing compliment. It's a declaration of your emotions and your recognition of everything she does to make you feel at home. It's a phrase that hits her deeply, makes her feel like she's the one you've been waiting for, and that she matters more than anything else in this chaotic world. You must realize that words have power, and using them deliberately with purpose makes all the difference. It's time to stop calling her baby and start calling her something much more meaningful, something that reflects your respect and admiration. "You are my safe place" says it all. This is where I find peace. This is where I am understood. And this is where I feel loved unconditionally. Why does this matter so much, you ask? Let's put it this way: a woman wants to feel cherished, yes. But she also wants to feel like the love you share isn't just some temporary fling or surface-level attraction. She needs to know that she's a part of something deeper. That is why replacing honey with "You are my safe place" is such a game changer. It's not just a phrase, it's a promise, an affirmation that she will always have a home in your heart, a place where she is accepted, celebrated, and loved for who she truly is. This type of communication fosters real emotional intimacy, the kind that creates lasting bonds. It shows her that you aren't just passing through life together, but that you are both creating a solid foundation on which to build something truly special. You must be intentional with your words, making sure that every sentence carries meaning. It's no longer about the ease of baby or honey, but about speaking words that move the heart, that convey real feelings, and when that can make her look at you as her true partner, her confidant, and her protector. In the end, what makes this phrase so impactful is its depth. "You are my safe place" isn't just about affection, it's about connection. It tells her that you understand the importance of trust, security, and emotional safety within a relationship. It shows her that she's more than just a lover or a partner. She's the person who makes you feel truly at ease in a world that's often chaotic and unpredictable. It's a reflection of how deeply you value her presence in your life. You must never forget that real love is built on this kind of emotional foundation, one that's rooted in safety, security, and the feeling that you have someone who will always be there for you no matter what. The next time you want to express your affection, think beyond the usual pet names and instead speak words that carry weight. Let her know she's your safe place, because that is the language of true, lasting love. So, men, listen up. Stop saying baby or honey. Use words that actually reflect the depth of your feelings. Words that make her feel secure and appreciated. You must make her feel like she is your sanctuary, your peace amidst the storm. When you speak to her with intent, when you tell her that she's your safe place, you will win her heart in ways that baby or honey never could. Be the man who understands the power of language, the man who knows that real affection is found in the words that matter most. 4. I'm proud of you. In the world of relationships, there's one phrase that holds incredible power. I'm proud of you. These 3 simple words carry a weight that transcends any casual compliment or generic praise. When you say this, you're not just acknowledging her success. You're recognizing the entire spectrum of her journey. Whether it's a small achievement or a monumental milestone, this phrase speaks volumes about the depth of your admiration for her as a person. It shows that you don't just love her. You respect and honor the effort she puts into becoming who she is. In today's world, where so many of us focus on outward appearances or shallow assessments of worth, this acknowledgement stands as a reminder that real value lies in persistence, growth, and the work we do behind the scenes. So stop calling her baby or honey when you want to truly connect. Those words can sometimes feel more like empty labels than meaningful recognition. Instead, let "I'm proud of you" be your go-to phrase to win her heart. There's immense power in recognizing her journey and the steps she's taken to evolve, to face the struggles, and to keep moving forward, regardless of the challenges she encounters. Each time you say "I'm proud of you" to you affirm her strength. You're letting her know that you notice the small victories she achieves daily, not just the grand moments of success. This is the blessing of Stoicism at play. The Stoic mindset teaches that strength is not always in the dramatic moments, but in the quiet perseverance of daily effort. A modern Stoic would understand this completely. To love someone is to value them for who they are, not just what they accomplish. The phrase "I'm proud of you" validates that, giving her the recognition she deserves for being resilient, consistent, and committed to personal growth. Stop for a moment and think about what it means to be proud of someone. It's not just about their accomplishments. It's about the sweat, the tears, the challenges they've faced, and the internal battles they've fought. When you say you're proud of her, you're telling her that you see everything: the strength, the vulnerability, the persistence. This deep level of appreciation connects you on a level far more profound than any fleeting compliment could. It's the kind of recognition that a modern Stoic would offer, for it honors not just her achievements but the wisdom and strength behind them. It's a rare thing for a man to truly recognize and articulate this. But when you do, you offer her something invaluable: the feeling that her worth isn't based on external measures, but on the incredible inner work she does every single day. That is the blessing of Stoicism, seeing the power in perseverance and growth. And let's be clear, being proud of her isn't just about big, career-defining moments. It's about the everyday acts of courage that go unnoticed by most. The old Stoic would have understood this perfectly, as Stoic philosophy often calls for recognizing the subtle strength in daily acts of resilience. Whether she's navigating a tough day at work, balancing 100 things at once, or simply being there for you when you need it. These are the moments worth celebrating. "I'm proud of you" acknowledges the quiet, consistent effort she pours into her life. It's a direct acknowledgement of her value beyond her successes. It's the recognition that her journey matters. In relationships, authenticity and deep connection are often the foundations of love that last. To genuinely show her that you value her in this way requires more than just superficial gestures. It's about recognizing her growth, her resilience, and her unwavering dedication to becoming the best version of herself. You must never underestimate the power of these words. "I'm proud of you." They carry weight, they carry sincerity, and they carry love that's founded in true respect. By adopting this as a part of your vocabulary, you show that you are not only her partner, but someone who sees her for who she truly is, as a whole person, flaws, strengths, victories, and all. This is where the modern Stoic thrives, by not only recognizing achievements but honoring the person behind them. Comment to remember, "I recognize the strength in daily effort." Let's celebrate the quiet resilience and growth we see in our partners. Share this affirmation and engage with us below. 5. I trust you. Hey, if you want to build a relationship that stands the test of time, you must elevate your language. Words like "I trust you" are not just phrases. They are expressions of true strength and commitment. Trust is the cornerstone of any lasting relationship. It's not just a casual compliment. It's a declaration of faith in her character and the bond you share. When you say, "I trust you," you're pledging a deeper connection, one that withstands time, challenges, and changes. Trust isn't handed out freely. It's earned through consistency, actions, and unwavering commitment. By vocalizing it, you fortify your relationship, making it something that's grounded in belief, not mere affection. It's easy to say "I trust you" when everything is smooth and simple. But where the true power lies is in saying it when life gets difficult, when emotions run high, when vulnerabilities surface. This is where your Stoic mindset must take center stage. True Stoicism teaches us strength not by hiding our emotions, but by expressing them with clarity and purpose. To say "I trust you" isn't just about smooth waters, it's about trusting her in the storm. Marcus Aurelius, the father of Stoicism, famously said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." In relationships, this means rising above trivialities and expressing something real. You trust her not just in good times, but in the hardest moments. Your trust is not dependent on external circumstances. It's a commitment to both her and to your relationship. Trust is a mutual pledge. It's never one-sided. You must earn it, demonstrate it, and live by it every single day. Let's make one thing clear: trust is a choice. It's not passive. It's a daily commitment to action, thought, and behavior that affirms your belief in each other. Don't say "I trust you" if your actions don't reflect it. Words are empty without substance behind them. When you tell her you trust her, back it up. Show that you believe in her judgment. Don't just throw the phrase out as a filler, make it a foundation. Your relationship's success is built on your ability to affirm this trust, not just with words, but with integrity, consistency, and action. "I trust you" becomes a mantra, a guiding principle that empowers your relationship, elevating it to a higher standard. As you lead by example, she will recognize your depth. She'll see your integrity and feel the certainty in your commitment. Trust is not just something that happens overnight. It takes time. It takes effort. It requires patience, consistency, and vulnerability. True trust is built slowly, brick by brick, and it must be nurtured every day. It's a delicate thing that needs to be tended to, not taken for granted. When you say, "I trust you," you're saying more than just a phrase. You're saying that, no matter what the future holds, you have her back. You're showing that you are all in. You are unshakable. You're making her believe that this relationship is something worth fighting for, something worth investing in. This unwavering certainty is magnetic. It will draw her closer to you, solidifying the bond you share. She will see you as a man who doesn't just speak empty words, but backs them up with action. You must understand that vulnerability is not weakness. It is a power. When you say, "I trust you, Tom," you are exposing your inner world, showing that you have the strength to believe in another person. It is easy to close off, to protect yourself, but the truly successful relationships are built on trust, openness, and mutual respect. So don't be afraid to say it. Don't be afraid to give someone the power to hurt you, because this is the ultimate strength. To let go, to trust, is an act of supreme confidence. Trust, once earned, becomes the foundation of a relationship that lasts. In the end, your relationship will be only as strong as the trust you've built. Don't allow your connection to be like a house of cards, fragile, easily toppled. Build it on a foundation of solid trust, a fortress against the chaos that life throws at you. Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." In the same way, the quality of your life together depends on the trust you cultivate and maintain. Trust is earned through thought, word, and action. Don't waste time with empty words or false promises. Say, "I trust you," and make sure your actions align with those words. Let trust be your guiding principle. Make it your daily commitment. Do not break it. Do not betray it. Trust is the bedrock on which everything else stands. Trust is what binds you together. Without it, nothing else matters. When you trust deeply, everything changes. You have unlocked the key to mastering life and relationships. Trust is your path to victory. Trust is your path to strength. This is how you build something lasting. This is how you master trust. 6. I appreciate you. In today's world of distractions, routines, and fleeting moments, there is an undeniable power in recognizing the person standing beside you. In a relationship, saying "I appreciate you" is more than a simple statement. It's a declaration that transcends the hollow words like baby or honey, terms that often become routine, losing their depth and meaning. To truly win her heart, to build an unshakable bond, you must acknowledge her for who she truly is, not just for her appearance or for fulfilling her role. Recognize her value, her efforts, and her presence in a way that goes beyond the surface. By saying "I appreciate you," you affirm her as an irreplaceable individual, not just someone to whom you've grown accustomed. The heart of a woman, delicate yet powerful, seeks recognition, to know that she is seen and cherished for all the layers that make her unique. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. These words from Marcus Aurelius resonate profoundly in relationships. The action of appreciation speaks volumes. It doesn't just acknowledge love, it fortifies it, strengthens it, and prevents it from becoming routine or taken for granted. Appreciation is more than a gesture. It's an investment in your connection. Without it, love risks becoming a habit rather than a living, breathing force. As men guided by the ancient wisdom of Stoicism, we know that strength isn't about suppressing our emotions. It's about understanding and directing them with purpose. Recognizing a woman's quiet efforts, big or small, is not a weakness. It's a display of strength. It's a reminder that the woman beside you matters in ways words and actions alone cannot always capture. When you begin to see and recognize her efforts, whether it's in the mundane acts of daily life or the quiet sacrifices she makes, you create a sanctuary of love and respect. It is within these small, often unnoticed moments that true love is nurtured. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Shift your thoughts, and you shift your actions." Appreciate her in a way that goes beyond saying it occasionally. Make it a habit, yes, but one that's never robotic, always sincere. Let her know that her presence, her efforts, and her love aren't expected. They are treasured. When a woman feels unappreciated, she questions whether she truly matters. She wonders if her love is just something that's expected, not cherished. When you say, "I appreciate you," you transform this doubt into a powerful affirmation. You see her, you value her, and she will feel empowered, respected, and seen. This isn't a strategy or manipulation. This is an authentic recognition of her worth. When you acknowledge her, you shift the relationship. You create trust, respect, and a deep connection that goes beyond the ordinary. The moment you stop relying on tired pet names and start using words with weight and substance, you redefine your connection. The real power in relationships lies in how much we are willing to see the other person, especially when they need it most. A woman may not always voice her desire for recognition, but it's always there, hidden beneath the surface, waiting to be seen. Don't ignore it. Don't assume it's understood. Speak the words that make a difference. "I appreciate you." The impact will be profound. In a world where modern life can pull us in countless directions, where responsibilities pile up and distractions flood in, the act of simply recognizing her can change everything. It's in those quiet, everyday moments when you speak those words and when you acknowledge her efforts that the most powerful expressions of love occur. When she takes the time to care for you, when she shares her heart with you, or when she sacrifices something for the family, acknowledge it. Let her know you see her. Let her know that her efforts don't go unnoticed. "I appreciate you" is not just a phrase, it's a shield against complacency. It's a force that makes love deeper, more powerful, and more resilient. When she feels seen and valued, her heart opens. She becomes more affectionate, more trusting, more willing to give. When you express your appreciation in the way she truly craves, the bond between you strengthens. Remember, Stoicism teaches us that resilience is found in clarity, in understanding, and in action. Don't let pride, distraction, or the fog of routine prevent you from showing her the gratitude she deserves. Be clear, be decisive, be powerful. Say "I appreciate you" with conviction, not as an afterthought, but as a declaration of truth. In doing so, you'll transform not just your relationship, but the foundation of your love. Watch how this simple phrase changes everything. And when it does, you'll realize that true strength, the strength to love deeply, lies in the quiet recognition of another's value. 7. I hear you. Too often in relationships, misunderstandings pile up, leaving both of you feeling disconnected. Maybe you've seen the subtle flicker of disappointment in her eyes when she tries to share something vulnerable with you, and you brush it aside. Maybe over time, you've noticed her becoming quieter, as if she believes her voice no longer matters. That's where these 3 words come in. I hear you. They are more than just words. They are a bridge between hearts, a way to truly validate her feelings. When a woman feels unheard, she begins to feel alone, even when she's standing right next to you. She starts to believe her thoughts don't matter, that her emotions are too much, or that her needs are a burden. No amount of calling her baby or honey will fill that hollow space left by a lack of understanding. But when you say, "I hear you," you're offering something invaluable validation. You're not just nodding along while you wait for your turn to speak. You're telling her that her feelings, her experiences, and her perspective are worth your attention. Listening is not passive. It's an active choice to step into her world, to momentarily put aside your own thoughts, and to truly see her. It requires you to put down your phone, stop planning your next response, and give her the space to be fully heard. Imagine this: she comes to you after a tough day, her eyes tired, her shoulders heavy, and she starts to explain why she's upset. In that moment, everything hangs in the balance. If you change the subject or dismiss her emotions, a part of her will shut down. But if you look her in the eye and say, "I hear you," you're unlocking a door she's been keeping closed. You are showing her that she doesn't have to fight for your attention, that her feelings matter just as much as yours. This act of listening doesn't require you to solve her problems. You don't need to fix everything with advice or logic. Sometimes the greatest comfort you can give her is simply to sit with her in her feelings. And when you say, "I hear you," you're telling her that she is worthy of empathy. You're letting her know that her emotions are valid and that you're here to understand, not to judge or control. It's a powerful way to show respect, compassion, and love. These aren't just the lessons of the old Stoic philosophers. They are key tenets of Stoicism in modern life, showing up, listening deeply, and respecting another person's emotional landscape. Over time, when you constantly say, "I hear you," it transforms your relationship. She will feel safe to open up to you about her fears, her dreams, and her frustrations. She'll stop holding parts of herself back, worried about being misunderstood. She will trust that her voice matters, that her words are valued in your world. This is how deep connections are built, not through empty words, but through the willingness to listen and truly be present. Now you might be thinking, "But what if I don't have all the answers?" Here's the thing: you don't need to. Stoic lessons remind us that the journey is as important as the destination, and sometimes the act of listening is the most profound gift you can offer. Listening is a strength, not a weakness. It requires the courage to set aside your own ego, to stop trying to fix everything, and simply be there with her. In that moment, you are showing her that love isn't about solving problems. It's about being present for the person you love, hearing their truth, and offering them a safe space to be vulnerable. Picture her in those quiet, uncertain moments when the world has been unkind, when she's felt unheard or unseen. Imagine what it would mean for her to hear you say, "I hear you." You're not just offering words, you're offering her peace. You're telling her that her voice matters and that you see her for who she truly is. Sometimes, without even realizing it, she might test you by sharing something vulnerable, wondering if you'll listen. Will you dismiss her, or will you soften? Look her in the eyes and say, "I hear you." In that moment, you're teaching her whether she can trust you with her heart. As a modern Stoic, you understand the value of not just saying things that are easy, but saying things that matter. "I hear you" is more than a simple phrase. It's an offering of connection, a way to deepen your relationship in ways no superficial nickname ever could. This is how you stand beside her, not above her. You are giving her something that no fleeting sentiment can match: the certainty that she is seen and valued, that her emotions are safe with you. Don't be afraid to use these words, even when they feel vulnerable. Don't shy away from the power of truly listening, because in the end, Stoic life is about recognizing the importance of others' experiences, honoring their feelings, and showing up for them in their most human moments. So the next time she opens her heart to you, instead of jumping to conclusions or offering a solution, take a step back. Simply say, "I hear you." It's in these moments of true listening that the real magic happens. 8. You make me better. Tell her, "You make me better." These words are far more than just a compliment. They are a profound acknowledgement of her transformative role in your life. You are not merely expressing gratitude for her presence. You are affirming that her influence has elevated you, pushed you to grow, and inspired you to become a better man, a better version of yourself. In short, you're not just honoring her emotional support, you're recognizing that she has made a meaningful impact on your character, helping you rise above your limitations. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." That's exactly what this phrase embodies, a recognition of her ability to shift your perspective and your personal growth, ensuring you live a life filled with purpose and growth. Too many people, especially in romantic relationships, lean on the same tired terms of endearment, baby or honey. These words may seem loving, but they lack substance. They are often tossed out without any real depth or acknowledgement of the value the other person brings. But when you tell her, "You make me better," you're stepping into an entirely different realm of communication. You are recognizing her influence on your life as not passive, but deeply active. She's not just there to soothe your pain. She's there to challenge you, push you, and hold you accountable for being better. This is where Stoicism and real growth come into play. Stoic philosophy teaches that the purpose of life is to improve and grow, to confront challenges head-on, and to become more resilient with each obstacle. And when you say those words, you're not just repeating something sweet. You're acknowledging that she is part of your evolution. She is helping you live a stoic life, one that is full of strength, resilience, and unyielding growth. Don't confuse this with flattery or surface-level praise. This is real, rooted in respect and admiration. It's about understanding the true nature of relationships. Relationships are not just about emotional comfort, they are about growth. And that growth is often uncomfortable. It requires pushing past your comfort zone, confronting your weaknesses, and embracing challenges that make you better. And the right partner, your partner, will not just stand by and watch you grow. They will actively encourage it, guide it, and at times, challenge you to rise above. She isn't merely a bystander in your life. She is the catalyst for your personal development. As the great philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Your partner's impact on you is a reflection of how you choose to react to her influence, and that reaction should be one of profound gratitude and recognition. You see, telling her, "You make me better," is not just about making her feel good in the moment. Of course, it will make her smile, but there's much more to it. It's a statement of truth, a declaration that she has helped you become a stronger, more capable man. It's an acknowledgement that your life, because of her, has gained greater meaning, deeper purpose. It's an affirmation that you have elevated together. And it's not just about how she makes you feel emotionally, it's about how she shapes your character. Life is about constant improvement, as Marcus Aurelius reminds us. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. And she, my friend, is helping you be that good man, the one who strives for improvement each day, who uses every moment as an opportunity to become better. Think about this. A true partnership is not simply about holding each other up in times of need. It's about challenging each other to be better than you were yesterday. And when you look at her and say, "You make me better," you are acknowledging that she is not just comforting you in your struggles. She is helping you evolve, just as you should be doing the same for her. The mark of true love is not in the absence of conflict, but in the ability to push each other to be better, to rise above difficulties and grow from them. Every word, every action, every challenge faced together becomes an opportunity to strengthen your character and deepen your bond. "You make me better" is a powerful phrase. It goes beyond empty compliments. It speaks to the heart of what it means to grow together as partners, constantly refining one another, pushing each other to new heights. This is the essence of Stoic wisdom, not to merely accept life as it is, but to work every day to make yourself and the world around you better. And when you both embrace this mindset in your relationship, you're building something far more meaningful than fleeting affection. You're creating a bond based on growth, mutual respect, and a commitment to constant improvement. So don't just say it, live it. Every day, show her through your actions that she truly is making you better. Let your relationship be one that constantly challenges both of you to rise, to become stronger, more disciplined, more compassionate. This isn't just a catchy phrase. It's a mindset, a lifestyle. It's about embracing every challenge, every moment, as an opportunity to become the best version of yourself. In doing so, you will build a life and a relationship that will endure the test of time. And when you say, "You make me better," you will know in your heart that these words are not just spoken, they are lived. So say it often, and make sure your actions reflect the depth of that commitment. 9. You inspire me. Stop using tired words like baby or honey to express affection. You might think they're safe, sweet terms of endearment, but they don't capture the depth of what a woman truly needs to hear. Instead, embrace a phrase with the power to resonate with her on a profound level. "You inspire me." It's simple, yet it carries the kind of weight that is often reserved for grand gestures or heroic figures. Most men shy away from saying this, either because they don't fully appreciate the impact of these words, or they mistakenly believe inspiration is something only earned through grand, visible achievements. But this is where they're wrong. Inspiration doesn't have to shout. It often whispers in the quiet, everyday moments, the way she loves unconditionally, forgives selflessly, or persists despite unseen struggles. Telling her, "You inspire me," is far more than a compliment. It is a tribute to the quiet power she holds over your spirit. You honor her presence in your life, recognizing that her influence moves you to be better, to aspire to more. Think about it. How will she react when you say these words? Maybe with a shy smile, maybe with a moment of surprise. Perhaps she'll look away, unsure of how to process the power behind the compliment. Or perhaps her eyes will well with tears because, deep down, she has always wondered whether her presence mattered outside of what she does for everyone else. When you speak those 3 words, you are answering that unspoken question. You are telling her that her very existence, just as she is meaningful, not only to you, but to the world at large. That she is seen, that she is important, and that her life has purpose. This acknowledgement carries weight, especially when we consider how many women carry invisible burdens. The weight of self-doubt, the fear of never being enough, the silent exhaustion of always giving more than they receive. Saying, "You inspire me," is like shining a spotlight on the strength she might not even recognize in herself. You're not just admiring her. You're acknowledging her resilience, her grace, and her tireless ability to keep going, even when no one else is watching. That is the true meaning of respect. It's not just about being physically attracted to her, it's about looking up to her, seeing her as someone who challenges you to grow. And that's a truth that will embed itself in her heart. It stays long after flowers fade or compliments lose their shine. Perhaps you've never considered telling her this because, like many men, you reserve inspiration for heroes, leaders, or those who achieve monumental success. But inspiration is not about status or accomplishments. It's about impact. It's about how someone's presence in your life has the power to stir something inside you, to light a fire, to make you want to be a better man. Think about the times she showed kindness when it would have been easier to be indifferent, or the moments she stood tall in the face of adversity, teaching you what it means to love without reservation. You might assume she already knows you admire her, but admiration that goes unsaid can start to feel hollow, as though it's just an unspoken expectation. Women long to hear that their significance is not just in what they do, but in who they are. When you say and you inspire me, you're telling her that she is a beacon in your life, that her spirit ignites your own. It's a declaration that she makes your world better, richer, and more meaningful simply by being in it. These words hold the potential to change how she sees herself, to remind her that her worth doesn't come from her duties, but from her essence. The next time she makes an impact on you, when she does something that moves you deeply, don't let the moment slip by unspoken. Speak your truth. Tell her that she inspires you, because in doing so, you give her a gift no flower or empty compliment can match. You inspire me is more than words. It's an affirmation of her strength, her grace, and the power she has to shape your life for the better. And in doing so, you don't just lift her up. You lift both of you. This is the modern Stoic's path, a lesson from the old Stoic way of honoring the people who influence our lives in profound, often quiet ways. You don't lose power by acknowledging her strength, you amplify it. And when you say, "You inspire me," you are fortifying the relationship between you, built on mutual respect and admiration. This simple act honors the blessing of Stoicism by recognizing the unseen, the quiet, and the impactful. When you choose these words, you're not just sharing affection. You are expressing deep, profound respect. You are showing her that she matters more than she might ever believe. If you found this valuable, comment below, and share it with someone who could benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom. Comment to remember I honor the impact she has on my life. Let's start a conversation. What's one small way someone has inspired you today? Share your thoughts in the comments. Listen closely. Look her in the eyes. Take a deep breath. And say the words that can elevate her beyond anything a nickname or fleeting compliment ever could. You inspire me. Because love, at its essence, is not simply about being there for each other in moments of need or joy. It's about the quiet power of transformation, the ways in which we help each other become more courageous, more vulnerable, and more whole. In a relationship, love doesn't just exist in shared experiences. It thrives in the ways we challenge each other to grow into braver, softer, fuller versions of ourselves. That growth begins with the deep, humble courage to speak the truth she most deserves to hear. When you choose to express words like, "I appreciate you," "I hear you," and "you inspire me," you're offering something far richer than any nickname or surface-level compliment could ever provide. You're giving her a kind of love that isn't wrapped in labels or fleeting expressions, but rooted in recognition. You're offering a love that sees her not just for the role she plays in your life, but for all the depth of her being. It's a love that values her essence, the way she moves through the world, and the energy she brings to every interaction. It's a love that honors her heart, her strength, her dreams, and her imperfections. These words are more than simple phrases, they are declarations of truth, and when spoken with sincerity, they do far more than win her affection. They create a bond that surpasses the superficial. They win her trust, her respect, and her unwavering devotion. Over time, these words will foster a kind of quiet yet profound intimacy, one that grows stronger, deeper, and more resilient as the days and years pass. Trust isn't something you win overnight. It's built over time, through the small moments of care and the daily acts of recognition. And in a world that often seems too fast-paced and distracted to notice the small details. Saying words like, "You inspire me," shows that you're truly paying attention. So, let this be your reminder: the most powerful thing you can ever say to a woman is not just the easy, empty words that come and go. It's the truth that resides in the depths of your heart, the words you often leave unspoken but that she most deeply craves to hear. These are the words that affirm her worth, that honor her spirit, and that remind her of her own incredible strength. Speak them freely, openly, and with full sincerity, and watch her spirit soar. She will feel seen, heard, and valued in a way that will resonate within her, shifting her in ways you may never have anticipated. And that's the kind of love that doesn't just pass with time. It endures. It becomes the foundation for something even deeper. A partnership, a connection that moves beyond simple affection and becomes a quiet, steady force that supports each other through life's challenges and triumphs alike. This love, built on truth, respect, and a deep, mutual admiration, will only grow. Over time, it will weather the storms and celebrate the victories, continuing to transform both of you into the best versions of yourselves. And in that space, her spirit will always rise higher, rise